Hi everyone, welcome back to Mimi's Storytime. I've decided when it comes to major book series that I'm going to do a little history on them before I start reading any of them, just so I won't blither and blather on the actual book, the tale video, because that's boring. Nobody wants to hear a history before they get to a story. Um, so anyway, today's what I'd like to talk about today is Stan and Jan Berenstain. Um, I think we all know the Bear family. This was one of their early books. This is what I'll be reading this in the next video. The Bear's Vacation. This was book number 5 for them. So, but that's what they looked a lot similar in their later books. But this was just them a little bit more primitive. I have to admit, one of my favorite things about their drawings is the claws. Their claws are just fat. Bears have massive claws anyway. But the way their claws are drawn, just for whatever reason, just tickles me. Anyway, so a little history on the husband and wife team who wrote these books. Stan, or Stanley, and Janice Berenstain got married, I think, in 1946. Stan was a medical illustrator for the Army, and Jan was a draft artist for the Army Corps of Engineers. She also worked in an airplane factory. Fun little nugget of information. Jan collected enough scrap aluminum to make hers and Stan's wedding bands. So, yeah, I thought that was really cool. So they became artists, illustrators, writers, of course. They wrote several adult humor books. I am not familiar with those books, but having read up on them, I think I will probably dig and maybe try to find one just for my own edification. So adult humor books. They also had a cartoon in a magazine, Good Housekeeping magazine, from 1956 to 1989, called It's All in the Family. Not to be confused with the TV series, the TV sitcom All in the Family. So theirs is It's All in the Family. I am not familiar with that cartoon. I think it was not that I wasn't even alive in the 50s or 60s. So I never had the opportunity to. I'm washing laundry. I do apologize. So I've never got the opportunity to see that in a magazine. I have seen a couple just looking online. Looks pretty good. So anyway, they got into children's books because they had 2 kids. They got into the children's books because their kids loved Dr. Seuss. So when they decided to get into children's books, they got an appointment with Theodore Seuss Geisel, also most commonly known as Dr. Seuss. So when they presented their idea to him, he was very enthusiastic and pretty much immediately agreed to publish their book about the bears. It took them a while to crank one out, a couple of years, but the Bear family was born, and I think even today that it's an enduring legacy. My kids love the bears. I love them when I was a little kid. So I have a few in my personal arsenal. On the odd occasion, I will read about them. I'll read a book. So this is book number 5, The Bear's Vacation, if I haven't already mentioned that. But anyway, they wrote, of course, now this book is more in the Dr. Seuss style in that it rhymes. Their later books, of course, did not. The Berenstains wanted to not only write fun children's books, they wanted to address serious issues like what to do, what happens when your kid throws a tantrum in the supermarket, things like that. They wanted parents to know that it was okay. Everything was going to be okay. eventually things would work itself out and their kids would be okay, and the parents themselves would be okay. Now, they stayed away from some super heavy duty topics like, we'll shorten it to essay, violence, things like that. But they did address a good many serious issues in other books. They have some sex. They wrote a couple of sex ed books, which I think is amazing. But anyway, that is the history of the Stan and Jan Berenstain couple. Stan passed away in 2005. Jan passed away in 2012. But of course, their legacy goes on, and their books are frequently some of the most popular. Anyway, next video, The Bears Vacation. It is, of course, got the Bears family, and even though it's in a rhyming style, it's actually quite entertaining book, and we will learn all about that in the next video. See y'all later.